Hello, everybody, and welcome to Campus Field here at Sacred Heart University for a men's lacrosse matchup between your Sacred Heart Pioneers and the Drexel University Dragons. I'm Thomas Bucciferro, joined by Joe Fordson. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. So Sacred Heart comes into this matchup on a rough start, 0-4 to start off the season. Had a rough start. They've scored 30 goals and allowed 64. And this is their first home game of the year, and they're going to play 6 this season. And in their last game against Stony Brook, Jake Ward had a big game with 3 goals, and he has 7 goals on the season in total. He's been a good part of Sacred Heart's offense.
Yeah, Jake Ward was a big part of last year's team. For those of you that are returning this year, nothing like some college lacrosse in the beautiful spring March weather. We got snow on the sides of either side of the end zones here. I think we got ice this morning, so it'll be 80 degrees in this press box in a couple of weeks. But for right now, it's a little cold out here.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if that affects any of the play today. It is a early spring. Well, not spring yet, but almost spring.
Close enough.
Yeah. And
lacrosse is a spring sport.
It is. And for the Drexel Dragons, this is the first matchup against Sacred Heart in 14 years. Last time they played was in 2009, Drexel winning that matchup. And Drexel's overall 7-1 against Sacred Heart all time. So they've had good success in this matchup.
Yeah, a couple of things just to kind of keep an eye on for the Sacred Heart Pioneers. Face-offs, major issue last year, continue to seem to rear their ugly head this year. Sacred Heart, 37% at the X. Drexel, 60% of their face-offs have been wins this year, which obviously is an enormous part of their game. Man up, too. Drexel, 30% with the man advantage. They're 3 for 10 this year. Sacred Heart, they draw a lot of penalties. They've drawn 22 penalties this year. They've only taken 6, but they've only scored on 3 of them. So Sacred Heart needs to get probably going with the man advantage, win at the X, and take care of the ball a little bit for sure.
Yeah, let's see if they can do that today and try to get a win against these Dragons, who, like I mentioned, they've struggled against in the past.
Nothing like coming home, too. Sacred Heart had a pretty rough start to the season. A couple of really tough games there. They did play at Fairfield, so at least you're not doing a ton of travel there, but probably nice to be back home for them to try to turn this thing around.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, their first home game of the year. See if they can start off their home season with a win.
And only 6 this year.
Yeah.
Not a lot, yeah.
Yeah, there's not many home games, so these fans trying to get out here and see as much hockey as they can here at Campus Field.
Or lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hats and gloves out there. A little windy. We'll keep the windows closed on the press box for right now.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get any wind coming in here. Both teams sitting at center field, getting ready to start off this game.
Going to be interesting to see how things start. You mentioned it before. It's cold. It's wet. It definitely rained a little bit before. Turf is probably a little slick. Teams shake hands, and goaltenders go to their respective sides of the field.
In goal for the Pioneers is going to be Alex Penziza for the Pioneers. And over in goal for the Dragons will be number 32, Ross Blumenthal. See which goalie will have the advantage today in this exciting matchup. About to get ready to face off.
Yes, sir, and the new Fogo for the Sacred Heart Pioneers. Nicky Casano out there. See if he gets off to a hot start. Lord knows Sacred Heart needs it right now.
And the referee get ready to start this game. And there we go. Sacred Heart picks it up, falling down over there. Number 20, Ben Palanchi. Picking up now Drexel. Trying to make a move. Trying to start their offensive attack. Looking around. Trying to make a play.
Sacred Heart actually won that faceoff, but just couldn't hold possession. Really good job by Drexel just to pressure along the sideline there.
You see number 47, Luke Tomac, the leading scorer for Drexel this year with 6 so far. Drexel trying to make a play. Tomac now has it again. Looking around. Trying to make a move inside. Gets pressured by 2 defenders. Now brings it back out. It'll be Zach Augustine. Now trying to make a play. Goes inside. And he'll kick it back out once again up top. Tomac again now. A bit of a mishandle, but Malaki will pick it up. Goes all the way around. Dropped. Pressure being put on by the Pioneers. That'll be picked up by number 21, Jack Ramsey.
Yeah, really good work there by Ramsey. Another turnover for Sacred Heart. Resets the shot clock.
Malaki up top. He's leading the team in assists this year for Drexel. He's been setting up his teammates well. See if he can do that again today. Try to get them going.
Sacred Heart not doing a great job taking care of the ball, but nice save there.
Good start for Sacred Heart trying to get it. Now trying to turn it around the counterattack.
The Sacred Heart defense really dug their heels in there. They played a tight zone, not going man-to-man, especially on the outside, so it seemed to work in that instance.
Here's Bartkiss with it, goes back, and that's Jake Ward in the back. Now top of the key, trying to make a move. Spin move by Johnny Morgan. Still has it. Tries a shot. It's going to be saved.
It's not a bad shot for the Sacred Heart offense. Oh, and they might get a turnover here. Oh, no push.
Near turnover. The pressure by Sacred Heart.
Good work by Sacred Heart there. This was a staple of their game last year, just making the clears as difficult as possible. Ride the ball handler, get a big turnover there, get another shot on offense. That was not a bad offensive possession for the Pioneers before. That was a really good shot. Make a little bit of space. Nice save. A little bit more of that.
Here's Misio with it now, trying to make a move inside. Trying to find his teammates. Goes back outside now. It's picked up by Ramsey. Ramsey.
Yeah, Sal McShane, a big part of last year's team as well. Didn't assert himself as much down the stretch. Looking to see a little bit more from him in that department this year for sure.
Ward tries a shot. He's going to score. Beautiful spin move to get around the defender. And Sacred Heart's going to start with a 1-0 lead. And Ward with his 8th goal of the season.
Speaking of asserting yourself, Jake Ward, the standout freshman last year. Nice little spin move to get his hands free and just laced that near side to give Sacred Heart a much-needed 1-goal lead to open the scoring. Talk about asserting yourself.
Yeah, they've gone behind early in a lot of their matchups, so wouldn't be surprised. And here's the replay.
Nice
Ward.
Isolation, just let it go. Put it in the back of the net.
He buried that.
The excitement too.
Buried that in the bottom corner of the net. In Ward.
Face-off violation by the Pioneers. Will give Drexel the ball.
And now Drexel will try to answer as Casey Waller now has it for them. Kicks it over to Sean Curcio. Now they're trying to set up the attack. Ben Scandone. Waller again. They're just passing it around.
Yeah, Drexel likes to play their offensive sets on the outside here. Look for those lanes to open up. Sacred Heart doing a really good job keeping their heels back. Staying tight on the zone. Can't have that happen, though. That was a very good save.
Shot on goal is saved, as you mentioned. Great save, and Sacred Heart's going to try and go on the counterattack.
Very good clear there by Sacred Heart. They got numbers, too, if they can use them. Ooh, pole to pole. Not often you see that.
Now Misio with it. Trying to make a move inside. Goes back outside. It'll be Murray.
I believe offside by Sacred Heart there.
Now in the middle. Drexel trying to make a move.
Back the other way. Man, Drexel's not taking care of the ball either. Very lucky for the Pioneers.
Yeah, Hooley was in on goal, but he couldn't handle the pass. Now Sacred Heart will try to set up the offense. As Penziana is running far out of the goal here. Interesting play.
Someone should help him. There you go.
Now he's going to run back. That's Ward now with it again, who already scored.
Sacred Heart offense should take its time here. Let their goalie make his way back into the crease.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. Try to set up the offense. Jake Garb looking around. Goes to Misio. It's a good spin move, trying to set it up once again. Sacred Heart just outside the box. Here comes Morgan. Went all the way around. Back to Ward. Ward trying to make a move. Can't find anything. Now goes back outside again. That'll be Spooner. Over to Misio. Pressured by two Drexel defenders. Gets rid of the ball. Shot on goal is wide right. Good look, though.
Very good set there by Sacred Heart. Mickey drawing the double team down low, gets it up top and opens the lane, makes the extra pass, and that's a perfect lane for a shot there. That hits the net. It's probably 2-0 Sacred Heart, but still very encouraging to see the Sacred Heart Pioneers offense operating this smoothly.
Yeah, that was Garb with the shot on goal.
And they reset the shot clock. I'm not 1,000% sure why. That may be what they're trying to fix right now. I think that is exactly what they're trying to fix. So that 60 seconds is going to disappear and go down to 13, which changes the nature of this play now.
Yeah, Sacred Heart needs to hurry up and try to find an opening. Ref still holding.
Yep, 15 seconds. They gave him an extra 2. Got to do something quick here.
Morgan trying to make a play. Takes a shot, but it's going to be saved and knocked away.
Yeah, not much you can do with 15 seconds there. Try to get an isolation shot on goal, maybe reset the shot clock.
Yeah, Drexel plays some good defense. Drexel looking around, trying to set it up. Pressure being put on. That's Jack McClawley.
Nice save there. Reset the shot clock.
Donnelly will pass it around to Hooley. Hooley back up top. To Augustine. Looking around. Augustine gets it right back. Drexel trying to set it up with good passing. He runs it, takes a shot. Nice block. But Drexel will run and grab it.
A couple of really big saves here for Sacred Heart. Drexel seems to be getting a little bit of space coming down that far alley on those isolation plays, just using their speed to get past the Sacred Heart defense. Sacred Heart's done a really good job keeping those cutters away from getting any of those passes, but right here you see it again. Well, curse of the commentator there, but shot misses the net.
That was a good look from Tomac to Semple, but Semple couldn't get it off.
Another shot clock issue here. I think they're going to go up to 45 seconds. Yes, sir.
Donnelly will try to set it up for Drexel. 8 minutes left in this first quarter.
Very windy, too. You could see the jerseys.
Yeah, you could see the little flags on the field goal post.
Yeah. That impacts things, too, especially when it's this cold.
And we're back in play now. Comes Malaki looking around, trying to set up Tomac, top of the key, looking around. Donnelly, back to Tomac, do a little 1-2. Two-man game between Tomac and Donnelly. Donnelly looks around, gives it right back to him. Sacred Heart playing some really good defense, not allowing Drexel to get it in, but the goal is going to be scored. That was a nice shot on goal by Sean Donnelly to even this game up.
Yeah, I would say that was actually a pretty good defensive set there by the Pioneers. That's not necessarily a shot you're upset giving up, but I think just with all the mess that was going on in front, Panzienza was screened a little bit there, went right through his legs.
Take a look at the replay. That goal by Donnelly. You can see, like you said, it was a good defensive set from Sacred Heart, but just a better shot by Donnelly.
Another face-off violation by the Pioneers. They've not gotten possession from the X once yet today.
Here comes Hooley, trying to set it up for Drexel again. Wakahi.
You know, Sacred Heart absolutely fine keeping Drexel playing pass back and forth back here. Not going to do any damage from that far out, but it's those isolation runs that they've had a little bit of trouble with. Obviously, that's not what the goal they gave up, but here it is again. You'll see it right here.
Yep, there goes Augustine. Trying to make a little bit great pressure being put on by the Sacred Heart defense. Tomac trying to find a shot on goal, but a great save. And now Sacred Heart will try to go on the counterattack.
Great clear, too. Oh, a little too fancy there. Looking for Jake Ward. Trying a little bit of a backdoor pass there, but you can see here Sacred Heart loves to make the clear difficult.
Now, Drexel on the counterattack. Slowing it down, setting up their offense. Comes strong Curcio. Looking around. He's going to find Hooley. Hooley and Curcio, 1-2-man game. Back to Waller. Finds Scandone. Trying to get in the box, goes behind. There's Donnelly, who already scored once today. Waller again, trying to make a move, but the pressure by Sacred Heart.
You can see the Pioneers keeping pressure up on the outside, staying in tight on the inside. Drexel's looking for those cuts, can't find anything, and, well, they found one there. Nice play.
Scramble for the ball, and the Pioneers come away with it.
Fantastic goaltending.
And Brandon Sweeney running it down. Sweeney looks around.
Second time the Pioneers have had a pole go deep. Probably behooves Sacred Heart here to slow things down for a little bit, let their defense catch their breath.
Here's Ward. Doing just that. The Pioneers slowing it down. It's picked up by number 39, Declan Curry. Curry trying to make a move. Goes back. Nisio looking around. Into the box. And that's going to be intercepted by Drexel.
Mikio trying to do a bit too much there.
Here's Grippo. Goes back to Donnelly. Donnelly takes a shot on goal, and he scores again. That's his second of the game. And now Drexel with a 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, both of his goals have come off a screened goaltender coming down the near alley and just a little bounce shot. Can't stop what you don't see.
Donnelly this time goes top right corner of the net for his second goal. As you can see right there, beautiful shot with two defenders on him. Was able to sneak it by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Drexel's offense is pretty top heavy. Donnelly, that is his 7th goal of the year, so he's going to take over the leading scorer title right now. But Max Semple and Luke Tomac are the other two scorers. They both have 6 on the year for the Drexel Dragons.
A foul was called.
I was talking. I didn't see what happened, but looks like Sacred Heart won the face-off.
Now Sacred Heart will try and equalize. They started off with a goal early in the first, but giving up now 2 straight to Drexel. And
not enough support for the Pioneers here. They're trying to do too much, especially on the wings. Didn't see who that was, but knocked out of bounds. Another turnover, and the Pioneers' defense probably quite tired. Back out.
Drexel once again just slow, methodical attack. Is Donnelly working it around with Hooley. Now Waller comes back into the game, and along with Tomac, passes it at the top. Looks around, finds Makaki. Waller trying to make a push. Goes back to Donnelly. Donnelly looking around. Goes inside. Good pass, but nice save.
Great save.
That's picked up by the Pioneers, and they'll try to flip field. Pressure being put on by Drexel, but Pioneers able to get it out.
Get a nice little clear here. Sacred Heart again. Probably take their time a little bit. Tried to rush too many of these transitions. Back-to-back turnovers on that front. Could use a good offensive set here. Ron Bosti very astutely calling a timeout here to try to settle his guys down.
Yeah, definitely after giving up those 2 goals, definitely time for Sacred Heart to reset. And we're going to take a break as well. We're going to be right back. Drexel up 2-1 over Sacred Heart with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
When you live where we live, when you meet the kind of people we get to meet,
Thanks for having me out today, Wally.
share their seasons, their good times, and when they need a helping hand, you pick up pretty quick that every little thing is a little more than it seems.
It's my Tuesday morning.
It's my helper.
It's my livelihood.
It's my pleasure.
It's at the heart of the community. It's more than food. It's my big why.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Welcome back here to Sacred Heart University, where the Drexel Dragons lead the Pioneers 2-1. Here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Sacred Heart took a timeout.
65 seconds left on the shot clock. John Basti, very astute timeout in my opinion. He tends to use them at pretty good times. At least he did last year for the year that I've been doing the games. But Sacred Heart has often come out of these timeouts and gotten the job done for what they've wanted to do. So a little bit of a rest for his defense, I think, in case the worst happens, but settle the boys down a little bit and set something up here. You know, the Pioneers probably owe Ponzienza a steak dinner after what he's done so far, the first 11 minutes of this first quarter. So don't want to keep relying on your goalie that much. Can't play with fire.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job back there in the net. Sacred Heart trying to make a move.
Oh, my goodness.
What a goal.
That was unbelievable.
Jake Ward.
With a stick across his chest, shoots the ball over his shoulder. No look into the top corner.
Got to get a replay of that from Jake Ward. Beautiful goal.
My goodness.
His second of the game. Team leading 9th now for Ward.
I'm going to bet that's not what they drew up, but it works all the same. Just absolutely call it never giving up. He had a stick across his chest.
Yeah, check that out. Beautiful goal from Ward. Just threw it over. Not much you can do in goal.
Absolutely not. You're not expecting a shot there at all. Very well covered by Drexel, too. Just Jake Ward not giving up on the play. Beautiful goal.
Heck of a play drawn up on the timeout by Sacred Heart to tie the game up. Let's see if they can win a face-off now. And they don't. Once again, Drexel comes away with it.
John Basti changing his face-off man to Thomas.
Justin Joseph tries a pass in there, but picked up.
Ponzienza picks up the ground ball and I think interference.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Drexel ball.
Not sure what happened there because Sacred Heart did have possession. Either way, Drexel ball.
Mulcahy and Tomac. 2-man game. Trying to set it up. Mulcahy by himself goes back. Donnelly with it. Been the biggest threat for the Dragons so far. Tries to make a pass inside.
Ponzienza again coming up big with the interception there.
Once again, saving the Pioneers.
It's a little interesting. They almost had their way. Not much time to get over the line now. Might have to do it himself, and it looks like he will.
And he does. Good pass.
Look at that.
Beautiful assist from the goalkeeper. And that's Jake Garb for the Pioneers with 2 quick goals off the timeout. And now they take the lead 3-2.
Tell you what, that is 2 pretty incredible goals for the Pioneers there to flip this game on its head, give them a 3-2 lead. Not often you see your goalkeeper running down the field like that. A pretty little slick pass.
Yeah, Garb was on a beautiful run. Came right across the middle. Ponzienza found him.
Nice.
And look at that goal.
Hit him in stride.
That looked like one of those fast breaks in basketball.
He had his hands on his head there midfield watching that one. My goodness.
Sacred Heart takes a 3-2 lead and a flag is thrown.
Another face-off violation, I believe, by the Pioneers, which is their 3rd of the half. We'll put them man down. Not something John Basti wants to see. Don't believe the Pioneers have won a face-off yet.
Yeah, it's been a rough go so far with the face-offs. It's a 30-second penalty.
Just not what you want to see from the Pioneers. If you're not going to win at the X, that's fine. But, well, I guess it's not fine. It's bad enough. But you don't want to keep taking those penalties either, especially you're not even in the second quarter.
Drexel, once again, methodically working it around Tomac. Now Jack Clark Gives it up. He's going to get it right back. Tomac now. Looks around, finds Donnelly. He's been the biggest threat so far on the offensive end for Drexel. Tomac right at the NEC logo. Looks around. Drexel moving it around methodically. Shot on goal from Donnelly is no good. Just wide left. Good possession by Drexel, though, but also great defense by the Pioneers.
Sacred Heart kills off the man advantage there. Sacred Heart very happy to keep this to the outside. They've done it all quarter.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Drexel change up their strategy a little bit. Tomac going to try to run it himself. Passes it over to Donnelly, who takes another shot, but another great goalkeeping play.
He might have missed the net. I'm not 1,000% sure, but either way, Sacred Heart will take it.
Pazienza got the great
Nice little
assist.
pass. Yeah, he's feeling it now.
Looking around, Sacred Heart trying to go quick counterattack. Shot on goal is blocked.
Oh, nice save, and just hit him in the thigh and didn't have enough to squeak by the post. It was going wide anyway, but I like that from Mikio, just taking that shot there. He saw the lane and he took it. He's one of the bigger offensive guns for the Pioneers, so he's got to make it happen.
Now Drexel trying to go quick on the offensive end, but good defense again by the Pioneers. Drexel gets it right back on the ground ball. Inside the box, knocked down.
That's a 50-50 hustle play there that Sacred Heart got that ball back. I mean, Drexel trying to make life difficult for the Pioneers on the clear as well. They have been all over those 50-50 ground balls, but really good plan. You know what? I should have stopped talking where I was. Turnover by the Pioneers. Tried to rush it for the clear. Drexel ball.
It's Drexel again. It looks like Donnelly can be down.
Donnelly with his third goal of the quarter. Just got loose. Lost in transition a little bit and just puts that into the top of the net.
He was able to tie the game but paid the price a little bit as he's going to be down.
I didn't see what happened to him. Let's see if there's a replay.
Drexel.
He seems... no. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him.
Let's
See here, you can see completely unmatched. Yeah, I think he took a little bit of a shot across the chest. Jogging off the field now. Probably knocked the wind out of him. All square at 3 either way.
No, that'll be a big loss for Drexel as he's been the only source of their offense so far. And that face-off is going to be won once again by Drexel, but a scramble for it. Both teams around there.
Oh, and Sacred Heart actually wins their first face-off of the quarter. Better late than never.
Pressure being put on by Drexel, but
they have time if they can get over.
And looks like they're going to get over just in time.
Sacred Heart seems to not want to force anything. That would be why.
10 seconds left in the first. Sacred Heart, see if they can get one more shot. Here comes Ward, tries a shot on goal. Saved by Blumenthal, who just fires it down. And that'll end the first goal.
Way out of his net there. That could have been a little dangerous. But
Yeah.
All in for the issues that Sacred Heart had at the X, taking the penalty, a couple of really bad turnovers. I think they're very happy to be tied 3-3.
Yeah, definitely some good goals, some good offensive sets from the Pioneers in the first quarter for sure. But Drexel was able to keep it level. And with that, we'll take a quick break and come back. We're all even at 3 here on Campus Field on the campus of Sacred Heart University.
After all your hard work, the studying, practices, and rehearsals, you deserve the best for what's next. The best in Connecticut higher education. Outstanding nursing and health professions programs, premier learning facilities and world-class tech labs, a nationally ranked business school, modern residential, social, and recreational facilities, championship D1 athletics, and pro-level performing arts. Make your next step the best step. Apply now to Sacred Heart University.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
a return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Welcome back here to Campus Field at Sacred Heart University. Let's look at some first quarter stats. Shots, Drexel has the advantage, up 12-8, but equal in goals, 3-3. 2 assists for both teams. Shots on goal, 9 for Drexel, 6 for the Pioneers. Sacred Heart with 1 penalty, 6 saves in the first quarter for the Pioneers.
Yeah, those are the 2 differences right there. The face-off and the save. Sacred Heart asking a lot and getting a lot from their goaltender. Don't want to make that a habit, but for right now, it is working.
And now we're about to start with a face-off to start the second quarter. See if the Pioneers can flip the script. They've struggled so far, as you mentioned. And we get started. And looks like Drexel comes away with it once again. They're going to try and go on the attack quickly. They're going to slow it down once again as they've done all game. Try to get the right players in. Set the offense. Drexel just slowing it down. Tomac comes back into the game, and he'll try to make a run. Goes immediately to his left, looking around, finds top of the key. Great pressure by the Pioneers, and they go back around. Slowing it down. Tomac right in the middle there, trying to find an opening. And that ball's going to go all the way out. And a turnover by Drexel. Sacred takes possession.
Again, good pressure by the Pioneers there. They've gotten a couple of fortuitous turnovers by Drexel. That was another one.
Candelino gets it. Sacred Heart brings in an offensive set. Ryan Stout in the game now as he has it. Heart trying.
Oh, nice little move. Lost the ball.
To take the lead. As Drexel creates a turnover. So that's George Grippo with it. Trying to flip field. Sacred Heart does a nice job to get back on the defensive end. Set up the defense. Slowing down the Drexel attack is Semple with it. So once again, keeping it slow. Trying to get the right players into the game. It's George Grippo. Pressure being put on by Misio. Goes in the middle, and that's a little high, but Drexel able to retain possession. Pass inside. Semple tries a shot, and he's going to score. That was a rifle in the top left corner.
See, it's unfortunate, too, because the Pioneers did a really good job there. They were keeping Drexel away from the soft areas of the field. Force a pass through the middle, gets knocked down. In that confusion, I think the Sacred Heart defense kind of lost themselves a little bit and leaves Semple wide open for his first goal of the day.
Look at the pass here. Semple just rifles it into the top corner.
Making that extra pass and getting him in the shooting lane. A little bow and arrow celebration there. He put that right in the corner, but not a bad look for Sacred Heart there. I think they did what they wanted to do. Just got a little unlucky. But they have to start winning at the X.
Curcio grabs the assist for that goal. And the ball, looks like Drexel lost it. It's going to be picked up by the Pioneers, taking advantage. A little bit of a confusion.
Blessing of the commentator there, I will say.
John Murray takes it. Looks for Ward. Now Sacred Heart will try to set something up, as they are now down 4-3.
Sacred Heart's offense has done a really good job not forcing things. A little bit of a tough pass there by Mikio, but he had the right idea. Now making life difficult for the Dragons again to try to clear.
Yeah, he tried to find Stout on that little cut, but
it was the right play, just a little too far. Nice save by Ponzienza again. Really helping Sacred Heart out here.
Yeah, Ponzienza's had a heck of a game in the net. As Stout now tries to flip field. Kicks it over to Spooner. It's back around. Now Ward and Spooner, two-man game, trying to set up the offense. Goes back outside. Picked up by Morgan. Morgan still with it.
Way outside. Going to try a little bit of an ISO play there.
Still tries the middle. Nice
Oh,
pass.
my goodness. Off the crossbar. That would have been the third highlight reel goal of this game for the Pioneers.
Garb almost had his second.
Oh, my goodness. That would have been prettier than Ward's behind the back.
Yeah, that was a tough shot from Garb. Nearly, as you mentioned, was going to be another highlight. So you're not able to retain possession as Ward tries to make a move. Makes a spin inside, but good pressure by Drexel. And the whistle is blown, and that'll be a turnover.
I did not see the official make the call. I'm not sure what happened there. But a quick turnover.
Now the Pioneers trying to flip field quickly. They have an advantage. Looking around, pass. Good ball movement, and that is a pretty goal once again for the Pioneers. Jake Ward with his third of the game.
Yeah, Sacred Heart taking advantage of that quick transition there. Sal Mikio coming across the crease and just makes a perfect cross-crease pass to Ward, who does not miss. Puts that right between the legs to tie this game up.
3 for Ward on the day already. It's only the second quarter. Still 11 minutes to go.
Really good. I mean, listen, those are the two big guns for the Pioneers here, right? You can see Mikio coming right across. Ward puts a stick up, calling for it. Nice little quick stick there. Put it right, maybe not through the legs, but that's what you want to see if you're the Pioneers. Those two have quite a bit of chemistry. They were very, very successful together last year. You can see why. And I really like Mikio driving the net, making that pass there. Probably exactly what John Bosty wants to see.
Yeah, there's really not much Blumenthal could have done for Drexel.
However, another lost faceoff, not what he would like to see.
Yeah, Pioneers have struggled at the X. Nearly lost it, but Drexel able to retain possession. Making a run now is Kamar. As he goes back out of bounds. And Semple will now set it up for Drexel. As we mentioned pregame, this is the first matchup between these two teams in 14 years. Drexel holds the advantage 7-1 overall against Sacred Heart all time. Now close in the box, good pressure on the defensive end by the Pioneers. Shot on goal is wild.
I think that was blocked.
Looks like Connolly's back out there for Drexel after being a little bit shaken up. He's had 3 goals so far, so now a stoppage of play. The referees will discuss. 60 on the shot clock, so Connolly will start it up again. Semple will grab it.
Almost lost it there.
Trying to put the pressure on. Tomac back at the top. Goes around to the left, trying to make a move inside, but great pressure again on the defensive end by the Pioneers. Move around. Shot on goal by Connolly is good again. His fourth.
That was some snipe.
Connolly.
Really bad angle there, and he slipped that right under the crossbar.
And Donnelly, 4th goal of the day for the Dragons. Making now a 5-4 game. Here's a pass. Donnelly just rifles it in. Not really anything Ponzienza could do. Now again, we go back to the X. 5-4 advantage for the Dragons. And looks like Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart going to win there.
Oh. Stoppage of play called, and that's going to be Sacred Heart's ball.
Pioneers will take that. Nice little face-off win.
Here's Stout. Trying to make a run himself. Goes back to Ward. Ward and Donnelly, the 2 offensive stars on either side. Donnelly with 4 goals, Ward with 3. See if they can try to set up Ward again. Goes back to Stout. Good passing.
Yeah, Sacred Heart getting some good looks. they kind of move the ball around, they're kind of opening Drexel up a little bit. Some of these doubles here.
Garb trying to do it himself. Couldn't get a clean look. Good pressure by Drexel. Garb, once again, still trying to do it himself. Now he's going to give it up. Over to Spooner. Spooner making a move. Tries a little screen. Stout, who set the screen, tries a shot, but it's going to be wild and back.
I don't mind that for Sacred Heart. Stout got his hands free, took the extra second, just missed the net, but this is really the first time that Sacred Heart has really kind of went, either team really, if not taken full advantage of the shot clock. Sacred Heart really winding it down. 19 seconds left on it. Plenty of time to do something if you have to.
Screen set by Garb. Trying to open it up for Ward. Tries a shot, but a nice save by Blumenthal.
Yeah, not much Ward could have done there. Had to get the shot off. I think calls for an illegal pick from the crowd, but
nice move by Kamar. Set up the offense for Drexel. Background's Connor Hooley. Now Donnelly. Sacred Heart should try to key in on him, keep him away from the goal as much as possible, as he seems like he cannot miss today. Semple goes right back. Drexel moving it around methodically once again. Just trying to find an opening. It's around the horn. Semple gets it back again, goes to Augustine. Pressure on, he tries to make a move inside. Shot clock's winding down. 27 seconds on it. Drexel just cannot seem to find anything.
yeah, Sacred Heart again shutting off some of those crossing, those cuts from the Drexel Dragons, kind of confusing them a little bit. You can see they really want to make those backdoor feeds here. Not sure what the issue is right now either.
Stoppage of play, shot clock.
Sounds like the shot clock was reset inadvertently. Down to 22 seconds.
Hooley will take it over.
We will try again. Sacred Heart doing a really good job staying with their man even through the transition.
Hooley goes.
And the passes that do happen like that are outside enough that's not really too much danger. Sacred Heart has backup and they will take over.
Yeah, it was Tristan Plotz with a shot for Drexel.
That's absolutely. Sacred Heart's defense has played unbelievably well this half. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, so still time to go. But really good work. John Basti has to be very happy with what he's seen out of them.
Moreski gets it now to Ward. Ward trying to set it up. Finds Dylan. Different offensive set for the Pioneers. Goes back to Ward. Here comes a screen from Dylan. Ward was open, but he hesitated a little bit.
Really good defense.
A little scuffle going on. And the ref will stop play, a foul on Drexel, and that'll be Sacred Heart ball.
Reset the shot clock.
A little bit of aggression going on from Drexel. Cost him.
Connick McVicker with just last second check there because Ward was getting ready to just rifle that one unopposed into the net. Keeps this a 1-goal deficit for the Pioneers, but fresh shot clock to work with.
Mikio with it. Tries a shot. Blocked.
Again, I like seeing that. Assertiveness from Mikio. Getting himself into the soft areas of the field, taking those shots. That's what you want to see.
Moreski goes back. Ward again.
Sacred Heart's been running a lot of their offense out of X here.
Goes back up top. Mikio tries a shot and he's going to score. And Sal Mikio equalizes this game up at 5.
I'll give myself credit, blessing the commentator again there. Sal Mikio, really big goal for the Pioneers, especially because they had a defensive set down by 1. Just slots himself into an area where there isn't a Drexel defenseman and didn't see who made the pass, but Mikio did not miss.
Yeah, does a nice job to get it underneath Blumenthal. And Sacred Heart playing very well on both ends.
Yeah, now
here's the replay as you see right here. Mixio cuts right into the middle. Looks like the pass was made by number 26, Michael Moreski. Sacred Heart back to the X again. And they lose it once again as Drexel just been dominant on the faceoffs. They're able to pick it up. Pressure being put on. Ref stops it.
Not sure.
Turnover.
Timeout? Timeout.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout. Drexel, looks like Drexel probably took that timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little bit of concern. They were going to turn the ball over there. Obviously, a huge possession, tied 5-5. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left. We are going to take a quick break here at Campus Field. 5-5. Sacred Heart, Drexel. Knotted up.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Welcome back to Campus Field here at Sacred Heart University. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the half. Sacred Heart and Drexel knotted up at 5. And Drexel has possession. Just took a timeout trying to set up their offensive set. Sacred Heart's already back out there. Their defense has been really good today.
Sacred Heart done a really good job. You said it before at both ends of the field. Have to be happy with the way their defense has withstood a pretty stacked Drexel attack. And Sacred Heart's offense, they're getting the job done as well. Some of their big guns firing. Mickey O with a goal and an assist. Jake Ward with 2 goals, including a very pretty behind-the-back goal. And just some fantastic goaltending by Alex Panzienza. Rounding out a very exciting, very close 5-5 game here with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's cold, folks. It is very cold.
It is very cold out there. We're ready to get going. Drexel, like I said, has it on the offensive end. Semple, blocked down, picked up by Drexel. They nearly lost possession. Donnelly looking around.
You can see Drexel getting a little frustrated. They can't get those passes through the middle. Sacred Heart keeping everything to the outside, forcing those isolation alley runs. And Panzienza makes another save there. Not a particularly difficult shot. Give the nod to the Sacred Heart defense for that work.
Quick counterattack by the Pioneers. Here comes Ward.
And give Sacred Heart credit here. Not really forcing anything. Seeing what opens up. Doing a lot of work on the outside. Not forcing those cut passes. Just a nice, easy, patient offense that has struck 5 times.
Stout with it. Trying to find someone. A cutter comes in. Good passing is Mickey O tries a shot again, but Ward able to recover it.
That was a great offensive set there. Mickey O getting much more involved in this offense now. Nice little shot.
He's got it again. Trying to set it up. Goes back out to Morgan. Morgan against Tomac. Slows it down, resets. Trying to set something up. 2 guys in the back now. That's Mickey O. Screen set. Mickey O trying to shot again. Nearly.
Right off the post.
Nearly got that one in. That was a good look.
That does the added benefit of resetting the shot clock, too. Man, Mickey O just letting it go now.
Yeah, being super aggressive on the offensive end. And it's worked out well.
Little unlucky there. That one didn't bounce its way into the back of the net, but 2 really good looks here by Sacred Heart.
Morgan off the screen from Garb finds a great look, and that's another goal as Carson Spooner is going to score and give the Pioneers the lead.
Really good footwork here by the Pioneers. Nice little pass. And Carson Spooner is not going to miss from there to give Sacred Heart a 6-5 lead.
You can see great pass, and Spooner just rifles it in. No chance for Blumenthal on the one-on-one.
That's what Sacred Heart wants to do. They want to open up those little passes. You can get across, get the goalie moving post to post. Much easier to score when the goalie's not set. Obviously, not telling anything you don't know there, but just a really good look from Sacred Heart there on. And coming back, it was 5-4 Drexel. Tie the game. Again, had to defend your own net. Took care of business and then came over and took the lead. Now Sacred Heart with a chance to take a 2-goal lead here.
Spooner Just scored. Now has it again. Goes to Ward. Drexel trying to put the defensive pressure on, but a nice move into the box. As that's Stout, but he gets stopped. And it'll go back over to Morgan. Morgan couldn't find anything. Goes back to Ward. Tries a little screenplay. Ward maybe thought about shooting it, but keeps it. Goes back to Spooner. Now around, it's Garb. Garb, nice move to get in there. Looks around. Couldn't find anything. Still has it. Thought about a shot, but goes back out to Stout. Bounces around and he retains it.
22 seconds left on the shot clock. Sacred Heart doesn't have a ton of time to get things going here.
Going to give it to Mikio, who's been aggressive this quarter, but doesn't have a shot. Goes to Spooner. Nice pass, and Spooner can't get it to go. Good save by Blumenthal.
I think he'd like to have that one back.
Definitely. That was a great look.
Low to low. Probably should have went low to high.
A great look for Sacred Heart, but now on the counterattack is Drexel, and Donnelly slows it down. Curcio comes back in, subbing in their offensive set.
Blumenthal read that all the way.
Jack Joyner in there now for Drexel. Yeah, Blumenthal with a great save. It was a one-on-one, wide open, not a single player around for Spooner, but Drexel.
This is a big possession for both of these teams. Drexel trying to tie the game. Sacred Heart to keep that lead. Would have been really nice to be up 7-5.
Yeah, just a minute 40 left in this half. See if Drexel can try to equalize. Semple tries a shot wide.
Sacred Heart, another very good defensive possession there.
Brandon Sweeney picks it up.
A little chaotic at the end, but they ended up getting through, and now
Sweeney kicks it over. That's Palanchi. Now whistle.
Timeout, Sacred Heart, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to set up their offense here.
65 seconds left on the shot clock will bring you down to just about 13 seconds left in the half if Sacred Heart runs it all the way down and takes a violation. So you'd have to think Sacred Heart going to do a little bit of time wasting here before they try to do what they can, take the final shot of the half. But that said, if you can see an opportunity to score, obviously do that because then you're up 7-5. But I have a feeling we're going to see a very, very patient offensive set here for the Pioneers coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, that was definitely a smart timeout just to set up that offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see Drexel be a little bit aggressive on the defensive end, trying to turn them over, try to flip the field quickly, try to tie this game up.
Yep, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword here, too, if you're the Dragons, because you can press, like you're saying, and try to get the ball back. If you give up a goal, obviously that's not what you want, but you'd prefer to have the last shot of the half if you can. Not a ton of time if Sacred Heart runs this down, but I think both teams have been honestly really patient on both sides of the ball. Neither of these offenses have really, it's not been a run and gun game. Only 11 goals so far in the half, so should be interesting to see how Sacred Heart comes out of this timeout.
Yeah, Sacred Heart so far this season has allowed 16 goals a game to their opponents, but it's been a lower scoring half, only 5 allowed so far. Been really good goalkeeping from Ponzienza.
2 of their 4 games this year, Sacred Heart only scored 5 goals, so they've outscored those 2 games, and in one of the other losses, they scored 8. So should see a little bit of a higher goal total here for the Pioneers.
Yeah, see if they can come out with that same energy in the second half, but we still got a minute here to play in this first half and an offensive set for the Pioneers. They're already out there. Drexel taking a little bit longer in the timeout. They'll be running out now. I'm sure the coaches were cautioning the players on both sides. Don't be too overzealous. So we're about ready to start it up. And Spooner and Ward. And like you mentioned, Sacred Heart just going slow, keeping it far away. And Mikio.
If you get your opportunity, take it. But Sacred Heart has no reason to rush here. Clock is on their side.
There's only 2 guys in the middle near the goal. You can see they're just passing it around.
probably another 20 seconds or so of this, and then Sacred Heart will start running their planned offensive set. And Drexel probably more than happy to let them sit to the outside here. Not going to do much damage from 40 feet away.
Mikio with it. Shot clock down. Just 20 seconds now.
Yeah, would expect Sacred Heart to start getting the jets on now.
Here comes a spin move by Spooner. Doesn't take the screen from Morgan. Pass inside. Maybe he finds himself with a good shot. But Drexel now trying to flip the field quickly. 19 seconds to go. Let's see if they can get anything. Pressure being put on by Mikio. Now into the middle. Picked up.
A little surprised we didn't see a timeout by Drexel there.
Kamar finds Semple.
What
block.
a save. Oh, my goodness. On both sides of the field, Sacred Heart, really good look to go up 7-5. Huge save by Blumenthal. Then on the other end, Sacred Heart on their heels a little bit there. Enormous save, one-on-one by Panzienza, and Sacred Heart will go into the half up by 1.
Yeah, and Semple had a good look at that, but Panzienza, as you mentioned, has been fantastic in goal this half.
Battle of the goalies there, back-to-back. Big saves on either end of the field. Sacred Heart will take a 6-5 lead here in going into the half.
After all your hard work, the studying, practices, and rehearsals, you deserve the best for what's next. The best in Connecticut higher education. Outstanding nursing and health professions programs, premier learning facilities and world-class tech labs, a nationally ranked business school, modern residential, social, and recreational facilities, championship D1 athletics, and pro-level performing arts. Make your next step the best step. Apply now to Sacred Heart University.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And
for college sports.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
My old school didn't have a master's program in media and broadcasting, and so I knew I had to find a place that was going to offer that and that I could also still play football at a high level. Sacred Heart checked every single box. They have a growing program that's doing very well, and it's in the media hub of the world. I've learned things that You wouldn't learn from just being in a classroom unless your teachers were professionals who have actually done the things that we want to do. That's what puts Sacred Heart above everyone.
When you live where we live, when you meet the kind of people we get to meet,
Thanks for having me out today, Wally.
share their seasons, their good times, and when they need a helping hand, you pick up pretty quick that every little thing is a little more than it seems.
It's my Tuesday morning.
It's my helper.
It's my livelihood.
It's my pleasure.
It's at the heart of the community. It's more than food. It's my big why.
You want to go into the sports communication and media field, there isn't a place that's located in a better spot in the country than Sacred Heart.
You'll learn how to do every single job in the sports industry and give yourself the best chance to get hired right out.
We can offer this at a master's level that really makes sense. So people can come here for one concentrated year and come out ready to work in the sports industry.
We're here for lifers. We're here to develop your skills for a 40-year career in sports media. We're the perfect place to start.
Sacred Heart prides itself on its commitment to innovation. After all, they are pioneers. That applies everywhere, the classroom, the athletic field, and on stage. But the place you can find that the most is in the Idea Lab. Please meet Gabe, a computer engineering student from the Jack Welch College of Business and Technology, who is here to tell us more. Gabe?
Thanks, Alex. When I was applying to college, I wanted to choose a place that felt like my home away from home, but also inspired me to grow. Sacred Heart's small class sizes compared to being in a big lecture hall really pushed me to commit. SHU never stops at status quo. It teaches its students to lead and succeed. The world and its future is going to depend on young minds bringing fresh takes, solutions, and creative ideas. At Sacred Heart, we take that seriously through having the right faculty and facilities for students to be at that front. For those of us who are interested, we came together to create what today has evolved into the Idea Lab. IDEA standing for Innovate, Design, Engineer, Apply. It's my favorite spot on campus where I'd spend most of my time working on projects, hanging with friends, and training others in digital fabrication. The lab is equipped with machines ranging from 3D printers to an electronics area with an array of sensors, a characterization lab for performing your own biology and chemistry experiments, and a textile room for embroidering, sewing, and vinyl cutting. It's staffed with experienced professionals and students like me who are there to help you to become self-sufficient in making your dreams a reality. There is truly no better feeling than seeing a project come to life and sharing that joy with the friends you made along the way. Drones are everywhere nowadays, and the engineering program here at SHU really embraces the technology as a teaching tool. Students learn how to design the hardware and tune the software to get their drones up and flying. We're lucky to have a Quanza autonomous vehicle research studio where students have the opportunity to learn how to program the drones and ground bots to complete tasks autonomously. SHU really pushes the idea of helping technology and business meld together by hosting events geared towards helping young entrepreneurs have the tools and resources that they need to drive their ideas forward and even onto shelves. Having the opportunity to work with passionate professors and mentors alongside other like-minded individuals really helped me to go out into the world. Well, that's it for me. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Gabe, for showing us around the Idea Lab and telling us about your work. It's such a great place to find students of all majors, and it is full of opportunity. Great work. Take care, Gabe.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
This NEC Front Row broadcast on the Shoe Sports Network is brought to you by Trumbull Pizza Company, serving great pizza and Italian dishes in Fairfield County for over 48 years.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart University at Canvas Field, where the Pioneers lead the Dragons 6-5 at halftime. We'll look at some stats here. Pioneers, 20 shots to Dragons, 21 shots, 5 assists for the Pioneers, 4 for the Dragons. 15 shots on goal, Pioneers, 16 shots on goal for the Dragons. And just that one penalty on the Pioneers so far. 11 saves by Ponzienza and 9 saves by Blumenthal for the Dragons.
Yeah, Sacred Heart, not as bad at the face-off X as we thought it was. Went 3 for 7 in the first quarter, 3 for 6 in the second. Drexel went 4 for 7, obviously, and 3 for 6. Take a look at some of the replays from today. There's that beautiful behind-the-back, no-look, over-the-shoulder goal by Jake Ward.
Yeah, that was one of the best plays of the game so far. Good ball movement by Drexel, and that was Max Semple with the arrow celebration. One of the nicest goals of the game so far, and this was a great offensive possession for the Pioneers. Found Ward, Mikio with a great pass, and he nets his second goal of the game there. Some good ball movement by both sides so far.
Yeah, and you look right here, you see some of the stats. Ross Blumenthal with 9 saves for Drexel. Ponzienza with 11 in that first half. Goaltenders getting the job done on either end of the field.
And now the players walk out on the field as we get ready for this second half. Should be an exciting one if it's anything like the first half we just saw.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see both goalies can keep up. Pretty good offensive sets by both teams, and goaltenders getting the job done. So
just about ready to kick off this second half of action. First face-off of the second half is going to be won by the Pioneers. They're going to immediately try to go and just slow it down.
big win here for the Pioneers. Up by 1. A little bit of a chaotic end to the second quarter, but back at it right now.
Now Spooner finding Ward. Sacred Heart brings on their offensive set again. Here's Morgan. Pressure being put on by Kamar. Morgan still with it. Kamar hounding him. Goes back. Here's Garb. Nice little 1-2 pass. Nice. That was a good look. Looks like Ward just couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, a little unlucky there that that's going to be a turnover for Sacred Heart, but that's exactly the type of offense that they want to run. Just open up the soft areas of the field. Ward gets open right in front of the net. Exactly what you want. Just couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, there was a little bit of traffic in there, so not an easy ball to corral for Ward. But now Drexel will try to flip field quickly. Here's Hooley. Now they're bringing on their offensive set. There's Mulcahy. Just holding it out. And
a couple of substitutions for both teams here.
Yeah, Augustine comes on. Tomac gets it. Goes behind the goal. Ponzienza's ready for it. Tries a shot. Another save by Ponzienza, who's been fantastic.
His 12th of the afternoon.
You saw him tracking Tomac as he went around the goal, and that was an easy save for him.
This is the third time he's cleared the ball on his own. Nifty little move there, and almost an offside. Had to play a little bit of tiptoe there. Oh,
lost his stick. That was Spooner.
A bit of a yard sale there. Not a good look.
Yeah, Ponzienza, as you mentioned, has done that a couple of times. It worked out for him once.
Got him an assist.
And now on the counterattack, sprinting through is Waller. Trying to set up the offense quickly. Shot on goal is wide left. And that was Hooley.
Really the only times we've seen the Sacred Heart defense just completely look lost is those quick transitions. Got by on the isolation play and down a man in that little quick break there.
And Donnelly buries another one, his 5th of the game.
Wow, Donnelly's having himself an afternoon. What a quick little flick of the wrist that was. Snuck that right by the near side post. Put it right into the back of the net. You said it, his 5th goal of the afternoon.
He's just having a field day
on
out
his
there.
6th shot. Seems
Look
every time
here.
the ball leaves his stick, it's in the back of the net.
Look here, it was tough defense, but just a better shot, better offense from Donnelly. And a face-off again, won by Drexel. And they'll try to flip it quick.
Yeah, and this is where Sacred Heart historically has had a little bit of trouble when you're not winning your face-offs. It gets tough to kind of keep momentum on your side. You're requiring your defense to do a lot.
Here's Justin Joseph with it. For the Dragons, doing it a lot himself. Slowing it down. Back to Mulcahy. Semple thought he was going to get it, but he didn't. Here comes Waller back in, who set up that goal with the quick pressure. Was able to get it to Donnelly, who's being tracked right now by Ramsey. But Donnelly sneaks back behind the goal, looking around, trying to make a move. They're going to give it to him. He'll pass it around. Drexel getting close to the net, but good pressure by the Pioneers on the defensive end. Made the outside shot on goal is going to be saved.
Huge save.
That was a good shot by Curcio.
Absolutely. Bottom corner ticketed, and Ponzienza just with the split. What a save that was. I'm not 1,000% sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but it looked like it might have been blocked by Mikio.
Yeah, it either came out of his stick weird or it got blocked. But either way, after an enormous save there by Ponzienza, Sacred Heart back on defense.
His 13th of the game. Did allow that goal early in this quarter, but Sacred Heart been able to keep it level.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough. You're on your heels, playing a lot of defense. You guys are tired.
Yeah, Drexel.
Got a big save and then turn the ball over right away.
Drexel trying to tire Pioneers out with all these quick moves. Nice little move there by Joyner. Tries a pass inside. Shot on goal is going to be... Looks like it might have bounced into that corner. I thought it would have been a save, but that's going to be a goal.
I think it went through his legs there. That was a broken play all around.
Scandone is the beneficiary. He's going to score.
Scandone was sitting there. No one was anywhere near him. Just had his stick in the air. Got the pass over the net. And just took a low shot that slipped through Ponzienza's legs. No one was even near him. And it looks like an injury here for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, that did skip right through Ponzienza's legs. And that's going to be number 21, Jack Ramsey, who's going to limp off.
Looks like Ramsey maybe stepped weird when he was trying to come across to cover that shot.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain.
Not 1,000% sure, but either way, talking about changes in momentum, Drexel up 7-6 now. And Sacred Heart once again at the face-off, needing a big win to try to stop the bleeding a little bit here.
Yeah, now they lose Ramsey.
And it looks like they will get just that. John Basti going back to his starting Fogo. Big win by Nicky Cassano.
Ponzienza once again bringing it out past the half line.
Listen, whatever works.
Oh.
And it looks like offside there.
Wait, turn where Ponzienza tried to run back.
I mean, Sacred Heart can't get out of their own way right now. A couple of really big turnovers. just not what you want to see. If you're John Bosty, would not be surprised if we get a timeout somewhere in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, here's McCaughey trying to slow it down. Here's, once again, Waller. Semple. Around to Tomac, who's behind the goal now. Trying to find something. Looks for Hooley. Hooley tries to fire a shot. It's going to bounce off the post.
Little unlucky, too. Sacred Heart trying to cover a couple of those cutters. Had no backup. Neither did Drexel, but closest to the ball. Drexel retains possession. 43 seconds left on the shot clock.
Tomac again. Pressure by Palanchi. Tomac looks around, finding Waller. Spin move. Can't find anything. Goes back to McCaughey. Now inside. Good pressure by the Pioneers again. Now there's 13 to shoot. Tomac trying to find an opening, but the double team comes. Mulcahy now under 10 to shoot. Spins inside. Gonna have to fire a shot. Ponzienza blocks it, but it's gonna bounce right to Donnelly, and he's got another one.
A little unlucky there for Sacred Heart. They did such a good job pressing outside, trying to force Drexel to rush things. Quick shot, big save, but Ponzienza can't wrangle in the rebound. And the man of the afternoon, Sean Donnelly, just in the right spot at the right time. Just picks it up and scoops it into the back of the net. And as predicted, Sacred Heart, John Bosty calling a timeout. Try to keep things at 2. You know, if you're in this huddle right now, if you're Sacred Heart, I think John Bosty's got 2 things he wants to say. I think he wants to talk about the turnovers, and I think he wants to talk about just the way that Sacred Heart kind of leaving their goalie out to dry here a little bit.
Yeah, Ponzienza's been good, but when it comes down to it, if Drexel just has too much pressure, there's not much he can do. Off that rebound, he tried to make a diving play, but Donnelly was just right there.
His
for an
6th goal of the game, too.
Yeah, 6 goals. He's been huge for Drexel, and they really need to start to key in on him, I think, to try to slow him down.
I mean, that's just a broken play from start to finish on that front. You got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. I think he ended up scoring with 2 seconds left. Takes a shot. Ponzienza makes the save. Can't control the rebound. Donnelly, unmarked, right in front of the crease, just picks it up and puts it into the back of the net. But Drexel flipping this around. 3 pretty quick goals. We've only seen 6 minutes go by in this quarter. And Sacred Heart, I think, has maybe spent 20 seconds in the offensive third on their own. So not a good look right now for the Pioneers. Just good timeout by John Bosty. Slow things down a little bit. Get your guys' heads back in the game. But you have to start winning at the face-off X. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, you do not want to allow Drexel to play their type of game, which has been the story of the second half so far. Drexel getting anything and everything they want. So good reset. See if the Pioneers can turn it around. Try to get a few goals back. They played a great first half, but slow, struggling start to the second half. So they've allowed 3 goals already. Only 6 minutes in, as you mentioned. See if they can turn it around on the face-offs. There's Casiano's in there. Looks like he's going to be against Joseph. Joseph wins it again, and Drexel just dominating so far. Oh,
and Sacred Heart might get a little lucky here, and they will. Sal Micchio picking up the 50-50 ground ball. It's not going to be a face-off win, but it feels like one for the Pioneers, who desperately needed a little bit of possession here.
And they finally are on their offensive half. And they'll bring in their guys. Here's Stout back in the game now. Morgan trying to make a move. Sacred Heart needs a goal on this possession. Just to slow it down. Goes to Ward. Ward flips field. Thought about giving it back, but slows it down. Gives a little underhand pass to Morgan. Almost lost it, but he gets it back. Looking around, a cutter. Thought about it, but no. Morgan just trying to find anything. Sacred Heart cannot find anything in the box. And Stout Now, 25 seconds on the shot clock, trying to make something happen for the Pioneers. Stout. Thought he might have had an opening there, but goes to Ward. Quick ball movement now. Spin inside. Goes back to Ward. Now just 15 to shoot. 10 to shoot now. Ward still with it, trying anything. Drexel the pressure.
Oh.
And Ward somehow finds the back of the net. Fantastic individual play by Ward to give the Pioneers one back.
I think the Pioneers got a little lucky there. Jake Ward, I was about to say, not the worst thing in the world to have a full shot clock possession there, give your defense a little bit of rest. Jake Ward on an isolation play, coming around from X and just scoops around the crease and just slips one through. And I do not think Blumenthal was expecting that shot. And it just sneaks right by him. You can see, barely getting set. Just put it through the legs. A nice little quick flick of the wrist there.
Jake Ward's third goal of the game. He is their leading scorer on the season. Now this is 10th. Sacred Heart gets one back. That's big. They needed the goal on that possession. It was good defense by Drexel all around, but Ward just better offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once again, Drexel just winning every single faceoff so far this half.
And that's what makes it really difficult when you're talking about what Sacred Heart has not been able to accomplish at the faceoff. It's so hard. You score a goal, you're down by one, you feel that momentum kind of shifting back into your favor, and the next thing you know, you're back on defense again. So they've gotten the goaltending. Their defense has done a really good job bailing them out. But you got to start winning faceoffs to get possession and put Drexel's defense on their toes a little bit.
And now, Curcio with it, looking around. Jack Joyner goes back around, gets it right back. Donnelly just sitting right in the box, waiting for an opening. Joyner gives it to him. Donnelly, the high goal scorer on the day with 6. And great defense by Sacred Heart to get that right back. Great defensive play by Palanchi. And now Sacred Heart will try to go back in the offensive end. As Ponzienza loses control momentarily, but gets it right back.
Let's see if Sacred Heart can't get themselves a clear here.
Here goes Sweeney, trying to get over the line. Lost it, but picks it right back up, bounces it around, and scrambling for it. And eventually picked up by number 44, Nick Handy. And Ward loses it. And a whistle.
Over and back.
And that's going to be possession for Drexel.
That's a turnover. And again, we talk about like Sacred Heart really trying to just give their defense a little bit of a break. Feels like every other possession, it's right back on their heels again. Not what John Basti wants to see.
6 minutes and counting left in this third. Waller just waiting for the right guys to get on there. Here comes Tomac, making a little bit of a run. Goes right back up top. Mulcahy goes around. Finds Hooley. Hooley spin move inside. Lost his man, but lost his footing as well.
Oh,
Semple tries a shot. And Ponzienza, who's been fantastic.
Depth in the crease, I believe. That's not a great shot. Sacred Heart very lucky there that Semple let that one go from where he was. Maybe a little bit too close. Put it right into Ponzienza's stomach. But they'll take the save, and now a little lucky they didn't get called offside there.
Palanchi.
Sacred Heart will take their time here.
Palanchi had the nice interception on a couple possessions ago for Sacred Heart. Tries a screen for Garb. Garb still has it. Pressure being put on. Gets away and finds an outlet pass. As Ward back there gets it again. Goes back. Slowing it down. Trying to set up the offense. Sacred Heart trying to equalize this game. There's Curry. Can find Mikio. Now trying to be aggressive, tries a shot, and he's going to score.
Slips it in. Sal Mikio.
Mikio's second goal. He's been very aggressive.
Just coming down the near alley. Gets Blumenthal to bite. Just bounces it right over his shoulder. And that is some response by Sacred Heart out of that timeout. A couple of really difficult defensive possessions. You hold Drexel off the board, and you score 2 goals to tie this game at 8. Really good showing by the Pioneers.
Yeah, they really flipped the script after that timeout. Here comes the replay. See Mikio getting it. Great individual one-on-one play. Just runs right up. No pressure at all. Nice.
And that's what Sacred Heart needs to see out of him. Just taking that step, taking those shots, not looking to overpass. He's a big part of this offense. You can see why, scoring a very big goal there for the Pioneers.
It's the first time we've seen this happen all day.
Very tight little face-off battle here.
And looks like Drexel's going to come away with it, but... Yep,
here's Drexel will come away with it. Goes back to why face-offs will kill you or save you. Drexel needed this possession pretty badly, and they've gotten it.
Tristan Plotz and Jack Malaki. A little 1-2. Gets it right back. Plotz goes to Tomac. Tomac trying to make a run. Goes back to Plotz, who's got a good look. Goes to Mulcahy. Donnelly again. Has a clean shot, but goes high.
Oh, and that might be Sacred Heart's ball. Yes, it is. Excellent hustle play on that shot.
Yeah, Donnelly was not comfortable with that shot. Sacred Heart taking advantage.
John Murray diving for the end zone.
Sacred Heart now has it on their offensive half.
Those are the hustle plays. If you're not winning faceoffs, those are the hustle plays. Making clear is difficult for Drexel. Winning those 50-50 balls. Sacred Heart's done that all day. It's part of the reason why the score is knotted at 8. But really big defensive possession there for the Pioneers.
Now Carson Spooner with it. Sacred Heart will bring on their offensive team. Comes Johnny Morgan. Looks around, spins inside. Goes back to Spooner. Screen set. Nothing to it. Here comes Stout. Stout trying to get a good look on the goal. Goes back to Ward. Ward making an individual play now.
See Mikio kind of floating there for that pass.
Yeah, Mikio just scored a few moments ago. Being aggressive here.
15 seconds left on the shot clock. Sacred Heart's going to have to do something quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Mikio get it. And Mikio's going to get it. Pass a beautiful pass to Garb, but tough shot. And that's going to bounce way into the trees.
Yeah, with 3 seconds left, I think we're going to see Ward just throw this. Oh. Yeah, okay. Just give it up. Not a bad offensive set there for Sacred Heart. Really good defensive one, though, for Drexel. Really not a ton of danger there by the Pioneers. They got one good look. Take that all day.
Here comes Augustine now. Into the box. Quick turnaround, and Drexel takes advantage of the lackluster defense by the Pioneers to score.
Yeah, the Pioneers defense just caught ball watching there. Semple wide open. Takes that feed and puts it into the back of the net. Gives Drexel, just like that quick, a 9-8 lead.
That's his second of the game. Good run by Augustine, who came right into the game, grabbed the ball, and just ran right down, found his man, and Semple with an easy shot.
Yes, sir.
Now the face-off again. Big problem for the Pioneers. They need this one. But, once again, Drexel just dominant in this half. Not giving it up. Is Donnelly. Goes over to Plotz. Waiting for his guys. Mulcahy with it. Again, Drexel trying to get into double digits now. Curcio making a run. Nothing doing. Good defense by the Pioneers.
Kind of see Drexel making a little bit of an adjustment there. Instead of passing off those isolation plays, they're trying to just muscle their way into the middle of the field.
Here's Donnelly. Nice spin move inside. He's going to score again. Donnelly with a great individual play for his 7th goal of the game.
Yeah, I think Sacred Heart, a little bit of a pick play there by Drexel. No slide for the help, and Donnelly scores his 7th goal of the afternoon.
That inside spin move really freed him up, and he was able to get a clean look. You see here.
See right here, there's the little bit of a pick. Donnelly cuts his way through.
Nice little shot. Too.
Donnelly came into the game with 5 goals, currently has 7. He is now the team leader with 13.
Drexel.
Another face-off win for the Dragons.
Again.
And this is where the wheels could start to come off if you're Sacred Heart. Minute 6 left in the quarter. Need a big defensive stop to keep yourselves down by 2.
Shot clock is a non-factor for Drexel now. Obviously, play clock is a factor, but they're going to slow it down, try to get the last shot of the quarter. Already up 10-8. It was a good response by Drexel coming out of the half. Scored 5 goals in this period. Not only, again, been a big part.
Yeah, Drexel got themselves the lead. Sacred Heart punched back to tie the game at 8, and since then it's been all Drexel. Now Sacred Heart desperately looking for a stop here. 27 seconds left in the quarter.
Drexel will take a shot if they have one, but obviously they're very content with just passing it around. Try to get a good look with about 5-10 seconds left. Move inside. Shot on goal, saved. And scramble for it. He's going to fire it down. Trying to make a play. Ward catches it. Here. Spin move inside. Tries a goal, but good save. And that'll end. That will end the third period. Good attempt by Ward. Couldn't get a clean look. And Drexel goes into the fourth quarter up 10-8 with a fantastic performance in the third.
Yeah, not a bad look there by the Dragons. They were able to withstand that Sacred Heart push, take a 10-8 lead going into the fourth quarter. We will take a break.
After all your hard work, the studying, practices, and rehearsals, you deserve the best for what's next. The best in Connecticut higher education. Outstanding nursing and health professions programs, premier learning facilities and world-class tech labs, a nationally ranked business school, modern residential, social, and recreational facilities, championship D1 athletics, and pro-level performing arts. Make your next step the best step. Apply now to Sacred Heart University.
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Welcome back to Campus Field here at Sacred Heart University for the fourth quarter of this matchup between the Drexel Dragons and Sacred Heart Pioneers. Drexel with a good third quarter, gave them 5 goals, now 10 total on the game. 34 shots to take Sacred Heart's 24, 27 shots on goals, Sacred Heart 17. Big third quarter from Drexel, as I just mentioned. See if Sacred Heart can flip the script here in the fourth.
Yeah, I talked about it before the game. Sacred Heart had done a great job this year drawing penalties. They had drawn 22 penalties in their first 4 games of the year. Drexel has not taken a penalty all game, and Sacred Heart took 1 for their third faceoff violation in the first quarter. So not a ton of man-up, man-down opportunities here for either team.
Story of the game has been Drexel just winning all the faceoffs, it seems like.
They certainly, it was a little bit more even in the first half than I expected it to be, but Drexel, I don't think, lost a single faceoff in the third quarter. And they just lost one now, so Sacred Heart gets a big win to start the fourth.
It's exactly what they ordered. I'm sure that was a big emphasis point in that little talk they had between the third and fourth period. Now Sacred Heart will try to set up the offense. They bring out their offensive set. Johnny Morgan back out there with Spooner with it now. Screen set. Goes to Ward. Or excuse me, Mikio. He's done a nice job individually today.
Nice pass. Oh.
Had a good look at it. Mikio set him up well. Stout just couldn't finish.
Yeah, that's one Stout's going to want back. Just an open look coming down the near alley. Nobody anywhere near him, and just misses the post.
Still 35 on the shot clock. No need to rush here for the Pioneers. Can set up their offense.
Not sure. I actually think the clock was running, and it should not have been, but we resume play.
Spooner now. Stout tries a screen set. Trying to free him up. But it'll go to Ward.
19 seconds left. Sacred Heart's going to have to do something, and that's not it.
And they're hurting themselves there. High ball. Turnover. But it's going to be... Looks like a foul called.
Yeah, I'm not 1,000% sure what happened.
Either way, Sacred Heart has possession. And the shot clock will reset.
A little bit of a lucky break there for the Pioneers.
Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't much going in that offensive possession, but reset the shot clock. Back up to 80 seconds. 60 seconds.
Now we resume play.
Got to score here if you're Sacred Heart.
Absolutely.
Got to take advantage of the breaks you get.
Morgan goes to Ward. Ward trying to find something. Spins around. Goes back to Morgan. Morgan makes a move inside.
Nice little spin move there.
Tries a shot, but no good. Ward trying to run for it. He picks it back up.
Should reset the shot clock. Nice save there by the keeper.
Here's Ward. Tries another over-the-head shot, but this time Blumenthal ready for it.
Sacred Heart getting a little fancy there. Probably not the best look. You had a basically full shot clock there. You need a goal. Not the best attempt there by Ward.
Yeah, Ward
can't really blame him. He put one home before, but got to be situational with those opportunities.
Yeah, trying to bring some of that same magic back.
And Sacred Heart's going to get another huge break here. Sailing the pass.
Donnelly couldn't corral it a little bit too high. See if they can take advantage of the big break.
I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers by Drexel. You absolutely have to score here if you're the Pioneers.
There's Ponzienza bringing it up again. Goes another errant pass, but Sacred Heart
might get lucky. Nice.
And
very, very nice play.
Jake Garb with the hustle.
A huge hustle play there by the Pioneers. And they're going to lose possession anyway, but...
That was good double team pressure by the Dragons to get it right back.
As my father-in-law says, all that work for nothing. Sacred Heart turns the ball over.
Now Drexel will be content to just slow the play down, try to get a good shot. They already have a 2-goal advantage. Time ticking down. 12:08 left in this game.
Yeah, this situation definitely, it's an advantage for Drexel. The Dragons have not done a run-and-gun offense at all. They've picked their spots to be aggressive, but for the most part, they've been very happy working to the outside and trying to find their space where they can. And no rush up by 2. Clock is their friend the rest of the way until Sacred Heart changes that.
Waller slowing it down. 33 to shoot. Tomac looks around, gets it in the paint, and that
Semple's going to score his third goal of the game and a penalty against Sacred Heart, I'm assuming, for unnecessary roughness from what I could see there.
That is an unfortunate.
Not often you see an attacker get up out of a scrum without his helmet on. Can't imagine it's going to be anything else, but not what Sacred Heart needs. Down by 3, and they're going to have to kill off what I would assume is going to be a lengthy penalty.
Unfortunate turn of events for the Pioneers. They had 2 opportunities after Drexel turnovers, but now Drexel in command, up 3. Still 11 minutes left. Still time for the Pioneers to try and rally, but now with the penalty, man down, it's going to be tough.
I believe they said it was a cross-checking penalty.
This is a big face-off for the Pioneers. They need to win this. Casado versus Joseph, and they're going to win it. Casano has it now. They'll slow it down, kick it back out.
That's absolutely fine if you're the Pioneers. You have a minute penalty to kill off. Wouldn't be surprised to see Drexel really push the ball here, kind of double the entire way.
And they are.
Yeah, Sacred Heart needs to be a little bit more helpful for some of their teammates here, and going to be a little bit of a ride, but this is exactly what Sacred Heart wants to do, kill some time and then use the last 20 seconds to try to do something.
Ward.
Drexel seems content to not push too much now on defense. Probably smart. You're up by 3. You don't want to give Sacred Heart an opening here. Sacred Heart has 1 man-down goal on the year.
Just trying to waste as much time as they can. The Spooner just running around, waiting for that penalty to be over. Now Mikio comes back onto the field. Here's Garb. Garb tries to make an individual play. Nice move, but Drexel right there to stop it. Garb still trying to make a move. Tries a shot, saved. Blumenthal was ready for it. And that's an unfortunate possession for the Pioneers.
Yeah, not a lot you can do when you're killing time on the power play, or excuse me, the penalty kill. Just trying to force something while the shot clock is still active. Sacred Heart now still down by 3 and need a goal. Under 10 minutes left in the game. And Drexel more than happy to just bleed this clock dry.
Bring back their offensive set. Curcio with it. Tomac now back with it, top of the key. Passing it around as they've done all day really well. Curcio. Malaki. Keeps it for a while. Donnelly gets it. Trying to make a pass inside. That's going to be intercepted. That's big for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, not a good pass by Donnelly at all. There wasn't a dragon anywhere near that ball.
Trying to flip field quickly. Shot on goal is wide. Very, very quick shot.
Not the best shot. Again, I'm a little surprised at how much Sacred Heart. They have not forced it all game, and now that they need a goal, I think they're feeling a little bit of the pressure, but not a great shot there. I think a little lucky that ball missed the net.
Yeah, Murray. A little bit of a quick shot, but Sacred Heart nonetheless gets the ball back.
Sacred Heart has had a lot of success just getting those cutters free.
Shot on goal is going to be scored. Great individual play by Johnny Morgan, and now Sacred Heart making it interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of an ISO play there. Morgan coming down, just has a split second where his hands get free, and he puts that far side right in the top corner.
And that's the beneficiary of that turnover. Donnelly with an errant pass. Murray, luckily he missed the goal there. And Sacred Heart.
Much needed goal.
Yes, big goal. Here's the replay.
Stick side high, he just puts it right past Blumenthal.
Didn't think he was going to shoot, but then he found himself so wide open, he said.
Nice shot. Really tough angle. Shooting with his feet moving. So hard to track as a goalie. Goes into the back of the net. And that is going to be a face-off violation. And the Pioneers are going to get a much, much needed face-off win here.
That's huge. Looking to get another goal back.
And now, if you're Sacred Heart, a little dangerous there. You can kind of take your time again. You're only down by 2. You got 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. Just make sure you have a good offensive possession here.
That was a nice fake pass by Stout, but
ball looked like that shot was blocked that Mikio was trying to take.
Sacred Heart nonetheless gets it back. Dangerous pass, but corralled.
No shot clock reset because Mikio's shot did not hit the net. So Sacred Heart still has 39 seconds to work with. No rush.
Morgan, who just scored, has it again. Goes to Garb. Garb thought about a pass, but another nice cut, and Sacred Heart with 2 quick goals. Beautiful cut by Carson Spooner, who buries it now 11-10.
Yeah, Sacred Heart's offense has really done a couple of these quick strikes throughout the game. You saw it in the third quarter where they tied the game at 8. They weren't able to keep it going, but very patient offense there by Sacred Heart, just sitting at X. Nice little pass. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. And that's how you draw up those little backdoor cuts there.
Bench getting hype after that goal.
Sacred Heart needed a little bit to be excited about.
You see this Garb just waits perfect pass to Spooner, who buries it. Not much you can do as a goalkeeper.
Miss from there, and now an enormous face-off.
And looks like Sacred Heart had a chance, but Drexel able to get there.
This ball is still loose. There is an injury on the field. Very surprised that was not a push.
And it looks like Justin Joseph is still down. He's been big for them, winning a lot of face-offs in this second half, but struggling to get up at the moment. Big momentum shift for Sacred Heart. 2 quick goals. They're going to have a stoppage in plays. They're going to attend.
Joseph is down.
Yeah,
That's
Joseph.
very big for the Dragons. Joseph has been an absolute monster. Winning face-off after face-off this half. Sacred Heart has kind of gotten back into it a little bit in the fourth quarter, but this would be an enormous blow for the Dragons. Seems like he can get up under his own power, which is good to see.
Yeah, fans giving him a nice round of applause as he's going to walk to the sideline. Drexel with possession after that scramble. They need a good offensive possession here, as they've allowed Sacred Heart to climb back into this one late in the middle of the fourth. Firing it into the offensive half.
Clear there for Drexel.
And
a little
Donnelly.
bit more pressure here, I would say, on the Dragons, Tom. A little bit of a... I think they want a good offensive set first and foremost, but...
Yeah, definitely.
Sacred Heart now has momentum on their side.
Sacred Heart putting a little bit of pressure on, but Drexel still has it. This is a big defensive possession for the Pioneers. They need the ball back on their offensive half. Donnelly gets it right after the screen.
A little bit of miscommunication. Not the guy you want to lose there. Donnelly, thankfully, nowhere near the dangerous areas of the field.
Here's Mulcahy looking around. Looks like he's going to shoot it, and he's going to score there? Yes, it bounces into the corner.
Just slipped that one by. I think Sacred Heart's going to be a little disappointed there.
Yeah, Mulcahy's been really big on the assists this year for Drexel, leading the team with 7. But he's going to put one in there to give him a much-needed goal. You see here, he goes around.
Just crosses the field and just bounces it. Just slips it right by Ponzienza.
Yeah, initially I thought Ponzienza was able to save it, but snuck in there. And now a huge face-off for Sacred Heart.
Joseph is back at the face-off X for the Dragons.
Now 12-10 in favor of the Dragons. 6:44 to go. Time running down. Big face-off here. Who's going to come away with it? And the ball bouncing around, and Drexel able to retain possession. Big win for them.
Once again, kind of changing the dynamic here a little bit. Drexel up by 2. 6 minutes and 29 seconds left. No need to rush here. The clock is their friend once again.
A goal here would be devastating to the Pioneers' chances. Let's see if they can hold on the defensive end. Been a little bit of a struggle in the second half for them, allowing 7 goals so far in the second half, and only scoring 4. Drexel moving it around nicely. There's Plotz. Plotz still with it. Goes back to Hooley. Hooley looks around, finds Donnelly, who shoots again. This time, no good.
Yeah, just a tough angle there. Puts it over the bar, but Drexel easily has the backup. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left. 29 seconds left on the shot clock. Sacred Heart a chance here to really buckle down.
Now back to the top. Augustine. Goes back to Hooley. Hooley still with it. Thought about maybe shooting, but goes inside shot. Bouncing around, picked up by Ponzienza.
Very good defensive possession there by Sacred Heart. They didn't panic. Now only down 2. They scored 2 very quick goals not a few minutes ago. Not sure they're thrilled with Ponzienza leading their clear efforts today, but Sacred Heart gets it over the line, and now 67 seconds to work with on the shot clock.
There's Tucker Spencer making the pass there. He's going to stay in. Here comes Morgan. Mikio being aggressive, tries a shot.
Hits the post. Mikio's gotten a little unlucky. That's his second post. And very good play by him to box out the Drexel defender.
Shot clock reset. Mikio was aggressive. He's been aggressive all day, scoring a couple times.
Sacred Heart desperately needs a goal in this possession. You really can't go without it if you want to get back into this game.
They're going to give it to Ward, who's put it in the back of the net 3 times today. Lost it. Garb able to retain it, but that would have been devastating if he had not been able to get that back. Still with it. Garb makes a move, falls down, and a flag is thrown.
And the first penalty called on Drexel could not come at a better time for Sacred Heart. Their man advantage has only connected 13% of the time this year. Now would be a perfect time to change that.
Huge offensive set here for the Pioneers. 4:10 remaining. They don't have many offensive possessions left.
So I believe it was a 1-minute slashing penalty here, so Sacred Heart will have plenty of time to work their offense if they need it.
Yeah, here's a replay. He falls down. Yep. There it is. And now Sacred Heart back with it. Need to get a goal here within this minute. Mikio goes to Stout back up top. Looking around Garb. Giving it to Ward. Tries a shot. Bounces high.
Hits the post too. Sacred Heart getting very unlucky with the pipes.
Mikio. Great box out again. And it stays with Sacred Heart.
Tell you what, that was a very good look there by Sacred Heart. Only 30 seconds left on this man advantage. Little unlucky. Sacred Heart hitting the post. Back-to-back shots.
Mikio. Garb now trying to find something, anything, to try to get a goal. Mikio again. Goes, dangerous pass, but it gets to him.
Drexel doing a really good job just shutting everything down. And then, as I say it, the breakdown happens. Sacred Heart very patiently waiting that one.
Yeah, that was methodical passing around the top of the key. And then Mikio finds his man, Jake Garb, who fires it into the goal. And that's huge for Sacred Heart. Now down by just 1. 3:11 remaining, but this face-off is huge.
Yes, it is. I feel like we've said that 1,000 times this fourth quarter. Really desperately need a win for the Pioneers. You probably have 2 full sets of the shot clock here that you can work through if Sacred Heart does indeed lose the face-off.
Losing the face-off does not necessarily mean you lose the game, but would not be ideal. Here's the replay of that goal. Just good offense by Sacred Heart.
And a face-off violation by Drexel, and Sacred Heart is going to get possession here.
And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Sacred Heart.
And now again, changing the dynamic. I would not be surprised if John Basti uses a timeout if things get a little up. And I was not paying attention. Turnover by Sacred Heart. Really poor timed turnover there. You win the draw or the face-off, you get what you need, and turn the ball over. And now playing defense for your life here if you're the Pioneers with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game.
Definitely. Drexel has the ball in the hands of Donnelly, and Tomac comes on to set it up. A goal here for Drexel would be enormous. They put 12 in already. Drexel just super content with just passing it around. And
Drexel's more than happy to eat a little bit of clock here. I'm a little surprised at how lackadaisical they're being, considering they are only up by 1. Sacred Heart's offense has shown the ability to strike pretty quickly.
Yeah, Sacred Heart's battled back multiple times today. Tomac looking around. 25 to shoot. Shot on goal is wide. He's going to stay with the Dragons.
It will not reset the shot clock, though, so 20 seconds left here for Drexel to make something happen, and they will probably pretty smartly call a timeout here, talk things over. John Basti's probably appreciative of the chance to talk for his team as well. You kind of map out things here, so if Drexel takes the next 20 seconds and they don't score, that leaves 1 minute and 40 seconds left for Sacred Heart with a full shot clock to make something happen. Sacred Heart doesn't have to rush, plenty of time, but you got to get the stop here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure John Bossy in the huddle is setting up that offensive set.
I believe he has a timeout to work with, too, if I'm not mistaken. So would expect him to call it in the event that the Sacred Heart Pioneers get a stop here and bring it back over.
If you're Drexel here, 20 seconds to shoot. Only up 1, as you said. Wonder what's being said in that huddle. Just keep the ball, keep possession, don't turn it over. Turnover would be huge for the Pioneers, but Drexel, as they've done all day, they've been really methodical with their offense, trying to find the right guy, and it's worked fantastically. Sean Donnelly's been the beneficiary with 7 goals. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets the ball in this last 20 seconds of the shot clock. And now teams are going to trot back onto the field, and Donnelly will have it in the corner. Sacred Heart, each player grabbing a man, just trying to not allow another goal. Trying to give themselves a chance in the offensive end. And now we resume play. Here comes Donnelly. As he's done all day, going one-on-one.
Got his look.
And he thought he might have had a better look a little earlier, but he's going to miss.
Was that a save? It does not look like it. So the shot clock now, I thought it might have gotten smacked down by Ponzienza, but 8 seconds left here for the Dragons.
Tomac inside. And
Blocked.
Sacred Heart.
Huge stop here by Sacred Heart.
Huge turnover, and they're going to retain
I
possession.
would expect a timeout now by John Bosty.
Yep, here it comes.
There it is. You can see how excited he is. Big stop.
Yeah, that was huge by Sacred Heart. Great defense. Donnelly, I thought he had a good look at it, but maybe just hesitated slightly, and that allowed Sacred Heart to get enough defense around him to make the shot uncomfortable. Now Sacred Heart, big timeout, trying to set up that offensive set.
Yeah, that's, we talk about just Sacred Heart kind of staying calm here. They didn't panic. There were 2 really good shots by Drexel, or opportunities to shoot, I should say. They blocked the very last one, and then were able to get the clear. John Bosty uses his final timeout, and now drawing up a play. Sacred Heart, 75 seconds on the shot clock, a minute 38 left in the game, looking to tie this up. And we've seen Sacred Heart come out of these little talks and really succeed. So, John Bosty's drawn up the play he wants. Sacred Heart doesn't have to rush anything. They got plenty of time. Make something happen.
Yeah, as you just said, they've had a couple of times when they've come out of the timeout and been really aggressive, and it's helped them out tremendously. At one point, they were down 8-6 in this game, but
And then 11-8.
yeah,
Some pretty big comebacks. It gets tiring to have to keep fighting back into a game, but Sacred Heart has done a really good job to this point.
looking to net just one more to tie this one up. 1:38 remaining. So the shot clock will still be a factor for Sacred Heart. They're going to trot back out onto the field with their best offensive set to try and get this game equalized. Trying to put the pressure on Drexel. It's a big, big, big possession for both sides. And about ready to start it up. And here we go. Good hard now. Morgan.
You can see Drexel playing a little bit tighter up top, not letting Sacred Heart just get comfortable.
Here goes Morgan. Tries a shot. Bounced away. And Mikio lets it go.
Mikio's done a very good job boxing out those wide shots. Does it again there. I think the third time in the past 5 minutes to keep possession for the Pioneers.
You got Mikio to Spooner.
Very interesting here. Drexel completely changing their defensive set. They're playing a little bit more man-to-man. You can see them pressing the ball up high. I'm a little surprised. Maybe to throw Sacred Heart off. With no timeout, John Bosty can't make an adjustment in the huddle.
Here comes Jake Ward. Under a minute now. Ward trying to make an individual play. Good defense by Drexel. The pressure has been good on this set by Drexel. Here comes Spooner.
We got him. Oh!
Bounced away, but it's going to stay with
That will
Sacred
reset
Heart.
the shot clock, so Sacred Heart has all 40 seconds now to do what they want with it. And Drexel probably quite smartly uses their timeout to talk about things. That was the look Sacred Heart wanted.
Absolutely.
That was absolutely what they wanted. Just either hit the crossbar or maybe Blumenthal's head, but score remains 12-11 Drexel. 40 seconds left. Doesn't get much more exciting than this.
It really doesn't. Big final possession comes all down to this.
Felt the crowd kind of swelling there. A little bit of a letdown that ball didn't end up in the back of the net, but you could see, we talked about it, right? Sacred Heart's done a really good job coming out of these timeouts. John Bosti, another opportunity to drop what he wants. Now he doesn't have to worry about that last shot if they don't score. Or excuse me, if they do score. 40 seconds left to work with.
Wouldn't be surprised if he makes an adjustment to that defense that Drexel threw out there, but Drexel could also change it up completely as well. So you never know what's going to happen here as Sacred Heart's out first. Drexel's still talking about it. It's going to be pretty much the same offensive set as Jake Garb's out there, Carson Spooner, Ryan Stout, Mickey O again is out there, Jake Ward, who's been the top goal scorer today for the Pioneers.
Probably hear the crowd here.
Yeah, the crowd banging on the bleachers, trying to pump their team up. Remember, first home game of the season for the Pioneers. Only one of 6 home games, so really not going to get a chance to see too much lacrosse, but here we go. Mickey O with it. Taking down under 30 seconds now to play. Mickey O still with it, trying to make a move. He's going to go to Morgan. Morgan quickly to Spooner. Around to Ward. Ward trying to make a play himself. Pressure, stick broken. That ball's going to be bounced around, picked up by Ward. Ward tries a shot, saved away by Blumenthal. And Drexel is going to come away with it. He's firing it down in their offensive half.
Oh, what an unlucky break. I didn't see which defenseman it was on Drexel. His stick broke, and everybody seemed to freeze. They had no idea what to do. And then Ward gets the shot off, and Blumenthal with the save of the game to give Drexel the win.
Yeah, Blumenthal.
What a sequence that was.
Yeah, that was a crazy sequence for both sides. Broken sticks, shots on goal, good saves all around. A great game by Sacred Heart. Probably their best game so far this season. But they come up just short as Drexel took advantage of their opportunities in the second half, scoring 7 times to Sacred Heart's 4. Tough game. Tough way to go out there for Sacred Heart, though. Good possession. Just couldn't get it into the back of the net, unfortunately. And with that being said, here at Campus Field, Sacred Heart loses their first home game of the season. And they're going to drop to 0-5 in a rough start, but see if they can bounce back.
Really good effort there by the Pioneers, especially at the end. I think John Bosti's got a lot, and this team has a lot to build on. I think they should be really happy with what they were able to accomplish here today. But that'll do it here from Campus Field on this beautifully cold, almost spring morning. Drexel will take the win, 12-11. Thank you for watching, and we will be back.